this section of the book, it talks about how to deal with enemy forces in any given nation, including America. It talks about puppet governments. It talks about auxiliary groups, civilian collaborators, ways to disseminate information and communication, how to spread rumors effectively, how to win the moral support of a nation and convince them that their political and social aims and goals are in line with the American forces, and how to explain to people in a way that they will be more receptive to that America is on their side, and to convince them that America's on their side. It never touches on whether or not America is actually on their side, but it misleads you to believe that they are. They do not want to go into detail about what Americans believe, but rather coming to a consensus with the government and the psychological operations units about what they want to instill and impress upon a targeted population. So pause this and make sure you read the underlined parts and the sentences around them especially. And you will see that, yes, what they are doing is by the book. They're trying to confound speech using drugs and substances. You couple that with MKUltra, COINTELPRO, Michael Aquino's Mind War. There's no other way it could be. These people are using rather underhanded means to stifle dissent, because they see anybody who agrees with uncontrolled opposition as hindering American progress. The reason why I am targeted is because my beliefs are irreconcilable with the beliefs of America, which are based on Freemasonry. FDR, Harry Truman, George Washington, and countless other Masonic presidents have thoroughly integrated Masonic philosophy with quote-unquote American philosophy. So I am targeted because I do not believe that secret societies should manipulate things behind the scenes and place everybody with any kind of reverent power into the positions they achieved. I believe that a man should be able to rise unhindered according to his own merit, regardless of his political beliefs. And if a nation or any group disagrees with that person, they should be civilized and grown up about it, and challenge that person to a debate or address his views, not resort to mockery or smear campaigns or covert drugging. These things, to me and to every good Christian, are despicable, distasteful, dreadful, and unbecoming of any man of honor who deserves to have a rightful position in society. I believe that we should expose all wicked men who have positions of power so that they lose their power, and we should do so through constructive discourse and calculated, effective debates. Several dozen presidents are on record as being Freemasons, key presidents who started the OSS and the CIA. Franklin Delano Roosevelt appointed Donovan to start the OSS, and Harry Truman started the CIA. So on record, Freemasons started the CIA and the OSS, which became the CIA, and therefore they started MKUltra programs. And on record, bankers, lawyers, historians, and more, and athletes were involved in the Office of Strategic Services to help them with their propaganda campaigns. So eugenics, mind control, masonry, on record, they are connected. So Theodore Roosevelt was a eugenicist, and he was a Freemason. He passed the tradition on to his eugenicist Freemason son, FDR, which then brings us to the beginning of MK Ultra. Freemasons talk about who is worthy to live or fit to live at all in Morals and Dogma. I believe in the 32nd degree chapter. And they talk about intellect over superstition and intellect to subjugate men, and using trickery, treachery, the knaveries, and banking to help them achieve this goal. And that is on the screen right now. The proof from Morals and Dogma, from the most respected Masonic writer who helped write the degrees of the Scottish Rite. And the Scottish Rite on record funded MK Ultra. I mean, don't you see? The America's philosophy is Masonry, which is eugenics, scientific racism, Satanism, and using treachery to get over on people. Why do you think politicians are so corrupt here? It's their philosophy.